everyone. My name is Hannah Nichols. Thank you for joining me for a Beaufort County report. Today, we hosted the groundbreaking ceremony for the Laurel Bay Pathway Project. And joining me today is Mr. Jason Fowler, the Quality of Life Coordinator for South Carolina Department of Veterans Affairs. Thank you so much for joining us for this event.
Oh, thanks for having me.
We really appreciate our military partnerships. Can you tell us a little bit more about the grant that went into this project and how it would best affect our military community here in Beaufort?
Oh, yes, ma'am. The grant that held with the Laurel Bay Pathway is called the Military Enhancement Fund that was appropriated by the General Assembly, and we executed it at the South Carolina Department of Veterans Affairs. We receive applications twice a year from the different communities that support the military installations in South Carolina.
Beaufort, as you know, is a very military-heavy community, and we are so excited to see projects like this in our town. Can you see any future projects on the horizon with us through this program?
Absolutely. This project in particular was the third one that was approved by the Military Enhancement Fund. And since that time, Beaufort has put in for a couple of other projects. The Laurel Bay Pathway itself absolutely reflects what's at the heart of the program, and that's doing a project that helps quality of life for our military families here in South Carolina, but it also benefits the community of Beaufort.
As military families grow, quality of life is so important to them, as we all know. Can you tell us a little bit about your position and how that ties in? What's the goal of the Quality of Life Coordinator would be?
Absolutely. So I work for the South Carolina Department of Veteran Affairs, and automatically you think they're here to help veterans. Well, we have a small division called the Military Affairs Division, and we work on the quality of life issues and base support for the different installations in South Carolina. It's one of the smaller missions within the department, but a very important one.
That's amazing. We certainly appreciate your partnership, and thank you so much for being here today.
Hannah, thank you so much. We're so excited at South Carolina Department of Veteran Affairs for the Laurel Bay Pathway and any projects moving forward coming out of Beaufort County. Such a great military community.
And joining me now is Jared Fralix, Assistant County Administrator here at Beaufort County, specializing in infrastructure. So Jared, can you give us a little bit of an overview of this Laurel Bay Pathway Project and even a hint at its history?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is a project, obviously, is right outside the gate, and it goes from the air station all the way to Laurel Bay. There's an existing 6-foot pathway, and we're going to basically remove that, enhance that, and make a 10-foot pathway the whole 3.5 miles. It'll tie into the Spanish Moss Trail, so it'll be a great community asset. As far as history goes, this trail's been in here for about 40 years. In the 1980s, there was contemplation of the trail, and between the federal government and the Department of Defense trying to find funding, it was just a lot of opportunity, but a lot of reasons where they just couldn't make it happen at the time. So eventually, they were able to come to an agreement, and it was a cost of about $50,000. And at the time, that was the first money that the DOD had spent outside of the actual base on county area. And so that $50,000, they were able to build the 6-foot trail that we have today. But as you can see, it's all beaten up and in disrepair. So the goal is to really remove that, enhance it, and put back something that's bigger and better for the users that want to use it today.
It sounds like it was quite the collaboration, not only between county staff and designers, but also between our military partners. But this path isn't just for the military, right? It's for anybody.
Yeah, absolutely. So although it connects two entities as far as Laurel Bay and the air station, it's open to everybody. We know that there will be folks that'll run on it and run to work or ride on it with their bicycles. So whether you live on it or you're getting off of the Spanish Moss Trail and you can take it towards your house, it's one of our trails that make up our entire trail system in Beaufort County.
That's amazing. We are always looking for more bike and pedestrian-friendly infrastructure, and I'm sure that come springtime, summertime, you're going to see a lot of people out here, and especially once it's finished. Do we have a completion date in mind yet?
So there's a 9-month construction, so in 9 months, I think that's about towards the end of the year. So by the end of the year, we hope to have this constructed, so come next spring, it'll be a great asset for people to enjoy.
Well, we're definitely looking forward to it. Again, this is Hannah Nichols with the Beaufort County Report. Thank you so much for joining me.